What's going on, guys? This is Velvet Unicorn, and welcome back to some more Call of Duty Black Ops 2 on the PC. Today's game is a little weird. It's using the QBB LSW, one of the LMGs. It's, I think, the fastest fire rate one. It's a lot like the L86 LSW from Modern Warfare 3. But before I really get into anything, I want to talk about the class that I'm using in this video because this gun right here is so insane. I've been experimenting with most of the LMGs as of late. I think the one I was using the most up until now was the MK48. That one's a lot like the MK46 from Modern Warfare 3. And on that one, I would run, I believe it was stock, silencer, and thermal. And when you put the thermal sight on LMGs, it makes it so that there's almost no recoil whatsoever. So it's almost as if when the developers were making the game, they're like, okay, everyone, so we're going to take the attachment in the game that no one's going to use, put it on the gun that no one's going to use, and just make it extremely good so that one or two people that actually decide to use it are going to have one hell of a time. And let me tell you, it is one hell of a time. It's so good. It has zero recoil triple spray. It it just the LMGs are so good and no one really uses them or knows about them. I don't know if it's the movement speed that deters people or the reload time. But no one really seems to know about this, so I figured I would put out a video kind of showing just how good it is. Now I'm using the QBB, not the MK48, obviously. This one has a mag reload instead of a belt reload, so it reloads in like 3 or 4 seconds instead of 8 or 9. I remember that being a bit of an issue with the MK48, so this one I can rush quite a bit more with than the MK. But you still don't want to run like a headless chicken. You kind of want to just use cover to your advantage, as I did for a majority of this video, even though the few times that I died were kind of just, I was being stupid and running out into the open and just being silly, so, yeah. But, the range is really good, obviously, as you can tell right here. It has great bullet penetration, even with the silencer on it, which I thought would pretty much get rid of it. But I can just spray people through walls, especially that one wall off the spawn that I was just shooting at. Even though, well, not off the spawn, but you know what I mean. Um, so I have silencer and stock on this gun. I have stock on because I just want to kind of remove as much of that sluggish mobility as possible from the LMG to make it a lot more like an assault rifle. This is kind of like the big brother to the Type 25. I think it has a very similar fire rate, but this one just has, it seems to be a little more recoil when you have it unsilenced, and or it might not be recoil, it might just be that when it is unsilenced, the bullet flash or the muzzle flash is kind of an issue. So that's one of the reasons I put a silencer on it, and another is I like to be able to kind of just spray like crazy into people's backs and have them not know where I am, because this thing is pretty much just a giant siren that just puts you on the red, puts you on like makes you a red dot on their radar, like here I am, come get me. So on LMGs generally, I think it's better to have a silencer. But so this thing tears through people. The hip fire is extremely good. You don't need laser by any means, even though I don't know why you would put laser on an LMG to begin with. But has great hip fire. The stock, as I said, you don't have to have it if you're going to be camping a lot more. I guess you don't really need stock. You could probably put on foregrip, because I think this is one of the only guns that actually benefits from foregrip. I don't see the purpose of it on any of the other ones. I just think that, I mean, I can see maybe if you're using a dual analog controller, but if you're using a mouse and keyboard, really, there's no reason for you to need something that gives you more recoil control, because you can just drag the mouse down to counteract that recoil. But anyway, moving on from my my amazing class here, as I camp this one alleyway like a boss, and you can't really be mad at that. That's how you're supposed to use an LMG. So I mean, whatever. If you're not happy about that, then you can go elsewhere. But so I watched some MLG Dallas this last weekend, and my God, that was really the first time I spent any time watching professional Call of Duty, or many like professional esports in general, and it was fantastic. It really gave me a different look on the game. Um, it showed a much more fun, like intense side of the game. There was one moment where it was capture the flag on raid. I believe that Team Unite was up against Farico, I think so. Farico Impact, they were the ones that won, by the way. Farico Impact won. Unite got second place, but Farico Impact, or sorry, Unite just got a flag capture, making the score 2-1 with 30 seconds left in the game. And it was a really close game, and this was in the second round. But then Farico runs in to Unite's spawn, kills everyone, and pulls a flag cap in the last 30 seconds, and they won, or they tied it up to go into overtime with only 7 seconds left, and they ended up winning overtime. But that was like so intense. The whole crowd was screaming. It's like when you get a lot of good players and you kind of put all of them using the best guns at their disposal, it's so much more entertaining, in my opinion, than someone pub stomping with a like MSMC, PDW silence. It just kind of having it a bit more of a bare bones competition where, since everyone's using the same things, the same, I guess, quote unquote OP things, then it really kind of comes down to skill rather than, oh, well, your gun's better than me at this range, so whatever. Like, you know, it makes the game a lot more entertaining to watch, and I really enjoyed that. And I really want to watch some. I don't think DreamHack has Call of Duty. I'm not completely sure, but I know COD XP is coming up, so I'm gonna definitely be watching that. It was a really fun experience. The CODcasters actually make it really fun to watch because they get everyone going, they get the crowd going, and for some reason they just make the whole thing seem so much more interesting, even though sometimes nothing is going on. But I really enjoyed that. I highly recommend you guys go and check out some competitive Call of Duty, because it actually made me a better player. The next games that I played after watching that stream, I was going ham with both of this, and I tried a couple of the setups. I think I was running like AN94 with red dot for once, and stock or quick draw or something, and that was actually a lot better than I thought. The red dot is rather beneficial when I hadn't really used it in the past. It helps you get headshots, which obviously lets you down your enemies faster. So yeah, that's kind of what I had to say about my class, and just kind of what I've been thinking lately. Definitely check out some competitive COD. It'll make you a better player if you can really like pick up on what the players are doing. I was trying to get 70 kills in this game. It didn't really work out because me and my team just started collecting tags like crazy at the end, and I got very lucky for that final kill right there, even though Theater's retarded and doesn't show the kill cam. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, if you could leave a like rating, it'd help me out a lot. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Gonna be trying to do some Minecraft adventure map maybe with Regional Lady. We'll see what happens, and so I'll see you guys in my next video. Goodbye.